Good morning. It's Monday. Yay! I made Monday Mania minutes on Monday. My heart is so full this morning. I think what I want to talk to you about is the availability and the abundance of God. Just coming off of the Yes and Amen retreat, where um, a group of women all heard from the Lord. And when you watch that happen and you watch the Spirit of God move and talk and speak and breathe on um, a group corporately like that, there is just nothing like it. And so I think what I want to encourage you with this morning is um, two thoughts that come to my mind is we talked about the story, the transformation process that Peter went through. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago about at Easter time, but also about where he'd been toiling and working, hadn't got anything. And Jesus said, throw your net out on the other side. And he grumbled about it, but he said, but because you say, I will. And so he threw it out and he had a miraculous catch. And Chuck was breaking down the Greek in that, where it says he actually put out several times. We're going to keep doing this, and you're going to have a miraculous catch. And then at the end, after Jesus had died and rose again from the dead, there was a repeat kind of lesson there where they had been toiling and they hadn't caught anything. And Jesus calls from the shore, hey, throw your net out again. And they caught a miraculous catch. And the first time Jesus told him, Peter was surprised and shocked. And then he went, get away from me. Who are you? I'm an unclean man. But this time, he didn't grumble. He just did it. And when the Lord showed up miraculously, he dove in the water, swimming toward the Lord. There was no hesitation. There was no get away from me. It's like, I got to be with Jesus. And there was a heart transformation that happened, that whole process that Jesus just walked Peter through. And that same kind of transformation is available for us. And it's available, it's right now, not just heaven. And it is something that the Lord is really excited about. I often think about what the Lord must have been thinking as he told Peter to throw that net out and just going, wait for it, boom. And just the excitement and the joy in the Lord's heart, because he knew what he had to give to Peter and he couldn't wait to give it to him, and just to see the Lord himself see the transformation in Peter's heart and life. And so that was like a microcosm of what happened at the Yes and Amen retreat, is that we walked through these tough places, not drama, just, Lord, are you really here? Are you really doing this? Are you really among us? Are you really going to talk to me? Do you really have something for me? Just like dropping your net, going, is anything going to really happen? And then, boom, the miraculous catch, and going, he is here. He is talking. He does have something just for me. He is. And so I think my heart for you today is, will you do whatever he says today? Will you ask him to speak clearly enough that you can hear it? Will you turn down the volume of the noise so that you can hear his still small voice? And then will you do whatever he says? Will you just do whatever he says? And do that with a joyful expectation and a hope that he's got something abundant, something miraculous, something God-like to pour into your life today. And that you'll just do that instead of going, rah, 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 just because you say. You'll do it instead of going, the Lord is among us, and I can't wait to see what he has next. There's a posturing of our heart. The Lord's just been talking to me a lot about the posturing of our heart, that when your hands are open and your heart is open and your mouth is open in just praise and expectation, that it's really easy to fill and feed when everything's open like this before the Lord. So check your posture today, and check your heart and going, I really need the Lord, and am I really willing to receive him when he comes in? So I'm going to say this again, because I know you're out there about healing your heart from abortion, or your friend or your sister or whoever it is, that this Sweetly Broken event is coming up. And we've had some brave souls step forward, and they're tired of acting like it doesn't matter. They're tired of acting like they can't talk about it. I tell you one thing, sisters, if you've had an abortion, check your reaction to Mother's Day. Because Mother's Day used to be the hardest day of the year for me regarding my abortion, because I was a mom, but I didn't have a baby to show for it. Or I had these babies, but I knew that there were more, and I couldn't even bear the weight of it. And so when your heart is free, you can just rejoice that the Lord has done a work here and He has a work there that's yet to come for you, as far as mothering. So check your posture even about that retreat and sign up if God's calling you to that. And just have a great day. Have a great day fishing with Jesus.